Happy? Good. With Chris Locke.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Happy Good, episode 32. Good to see you. Good to feel you. Feel your vibes. Wow, 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 wow. I am your host, Chris Locke. You know what? It's good to be here. It's good to be there. It's good to be everywhere. I've been thinking a lot lately about everything that's going on in the world right now. It's too much. It's hard for all of us to deal with. We're getting conflicted messages about every single thing, every single facet in our life, and it's hard to grasp onto what is what? What is what? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. What is what? What's up? What's down? What can I do? What can I not do? Should I just live under a giant comforter on a king-size bed? Should I invest all my money into a king-size bed and a king-size, fat, fluffy comforter and live under there with books and my laptop, which thankfully never runs out of stuff to look at? What should I do? What is what? Yeah. And so the pressure feels crazy in your mind and in your skull. Like, if you went into your skull like a miniature version of you and you had a little pellet gun, it kind of feels like shots are busting off inside your tin skull, and then the shots keep ricocheting all around. Ting tang ting tang ting, like ting tang ting tang ting tang ting tang, like ricocheting around and around in your head. Like ting tang ting tang ting tang ting ting, and you're just kind of like ducking it, and then the real giant version of you that's walking around with the head on your neck, you can feel that kind of pressure in your head, and you're like, what is what? And you wibble wobble, you rub your head, you age 10 years, maybe, like how I feel right now. You kind of feel a bit crazy. And so what I've been thinking about lately is accepting and allowing that feeling of craziness and to really enjoy it. You know, really just dig in and say, don't fight it and go, I gotta maintain some sort of normalcy here. You know, like the people that kind of like repress those feelings and try to like, everything is gonna be hunky-dory, positive, thumbs up, like all the time. You know, it's okay. It's good to be positive, of course. But what I'm saying is, go, what if I go crazy? Well, you probably won't go crazy, because I feel like that is, you know, a real kind of clinical thing that is rare for most people to have happen to them. That's as scientific as I get. If you're a scientist or a doctor and you want to be like, nuh-uh, sure, go nuts. I don't know what I'm talking about. But the thing is what I'm saying is if you just kind of let go of the worry of your own mind, you shall be a bit more free. You will be open. A hole in your tin skull will allow the pellets from the pellet gun to ping out and disappear and dissipate. And so, speaking of letting pellets disappear and dissipate from like a BB gun or whatever, let's take our deep breaths. And we'll let everything out. We'll let all the tension inside us, the worry about being crazy or not, go. Let it go. You know what? I don't know. Like, okay. My hair looks nuts right now. It looks so dumb and bad. I mean, if any of you have seen a picture of me or a photograph, have you ever seen an old photograph of me in an old keepsake, like some sort of chest that is in the attic floor of a haunted house? Hell, look at this photograph. It says Christopher on the back. Do you think that's Chris Locke? Anyways, you'll notice that I'm bald in the middle top of my head. I got that horseshoe thing, and I got a little bit of fuzz in the middle, but that's about it. I hang on to that fuzz. One time I had to film something for a little tiny role on a TV show, and they had to shave down the fuzz, and I was like, no! But what I'm saying is my hair's growing back, and I want it to grow. I want to have crazy hair. Like, I'm just letting it go, but it looks crazy. What are you supposed to do? I got distracted for a sec because I saw my reflection. Like, I got the horseshoe bald pattern, and then on the left and right side, it's growing up, and it's not growing out, it's growing up. So I'm getting this, like, box head, so it kind of looked like Frankenstein, but the top of his head is not screwed on right now. It's left open. Yeah. And then I got these fuzzy sideburns where I look like Wolverine or something. But I'm not tough. I want to be tough. I'm going to get tough this pandemic hell holiday we're on. So anyways, whatever. We look crazy. We got to let ourselves go. It's kind of fun. You know, everybody's wearing sweatpants to the store and being like, can I have 100 chocolate bars? I just got a PS5 and I need 100 chocolate bars. Yeah. And a lot of other people have it way worse. So let's breathe in and breathe out. We'll do 3 and then we'll just go away. That's the only point I wanted to make for some reason off the top. But then we'll just go away and find somewhere else to go play in our minds. So let's count of 3. I'll count down. We'll do a nice inhale through the nose. Hold it. Try to stretch out your lungs as big as possible. Then exhale. We'll do 3 of those. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. See, you can feel the neurons firing, scattering, and panicking. Like, where do we go? Which way do we run? He's after us. Do another deep inhale through the nose. Exhale. Calm your whole body down. Calm those firing neurons. You can't stop your brain, but you can calm the F down, that's for sure. Let's do one more deep inhale. Ready? Hold it. Stretch out your lungs big and wide. And exhale. And we are free. Loosey-goosey. Jelly baby. Cloud dogs. 800,000 million. We are the Cloud Dog Squadron. 800,000 million. We bounce along clouds. Boo, 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 boo. We're in the sky, we're free. The clear, blue, sunny sky. and we're free. We jump from cloud to cloud. All we feel is pure joy in our heads circulating throughout our skull. Like the whirlpool created by a hot tub. That's what's in our mind. Just the constant churning of joy waves. Like Hot Tub Maelstrom. The Hot Tub Maelstrom of joy. That's what this episode is called. Just go into your mind. You're a cloud dog. You're free like a jelly baby, light and bouncy on a very buoyant cloud, bouncing up and down. And in your mind, you're not ignoring anything. You're not repressing. You're not suppressing anything. All of those stuff, all that crap that you would focus on or be aware of humming in the back of your mind is actually just completely gone. You've got the hot tub maelstrom of joy just vacuuming everything down into the deep nothingness until it's gone, and then it's just swishing waters of joy slushing around. I hope I'm using the word maelstrom right. I'm thinking of Edgar Allan Poe's Descent into the Maelstrom, which is about whirlpools in the ocean, which is kind of cool. For some reason he got scared of whirlpools one day and was like, imagine, and then he wrote a story about the scariest whirlpool experience. I think that's what yeah. So you've got nothing in there except like pure candy, sugar flavored, candy flavored joy, juice, slushing around in your mind like a water park. Like a freaking Juicy Fruit gum commercial. Like I keep feeling like I'm picturing like a guy going down a water slide, and the water is splashing out. He's going over a bump. The water is splashing him out. And if you want to picture a female, go nuts. I don't want anyone listening to be like, why does it have to be a guy going down the water slide? Problem is I'm a guy, so I guess I just have this guy perspective. I picture it being kind of like me, you know? But picture somebody going down a water slide, but it's like, it's kind of got that boomerang effect going on, you know? Like they're going over the bump, so their physical body has actually left the like they're not touching the water slide, the bump that they just went over. So they're kind of like flying in the air, but it's going boomerang effect back and forth. And the pure joy on their face is like, yeah. So that's the rhythm of the boomerang. Picture it like, yeah. Like, yeah, forwards, yeah, backwards, yeah, forwards, yeah, backwards, like, yeah. And the big, juicy, candy-flavored water is splooshing all around like... So that kind of pattern is stuck in your mind right now. Just like frozen in a joyful bump off of a water slide in a sort of like psychedelic, candy-colored, flavored, sort of juicy world. I think because I said jelly... What did I say? Jelly tot? Jelly baby? I think because I said that earlier, now I'm in like Candyland again. I know we did an episode not too long ago that was basically all about Jolly Ranchers. But there's clearly, too much candy hurts. But clearly there's joy to just having candy. You want to hear something terrible? Not terrible, dark, like, why are you saying this on Happy Good? Light terrible? I forget, for Halloween or something. my kids got a old pack of Nerds candy. Remember Nerds? It was like strawberry and orange flavor or something like that. Classics. Anyways, my wife was like, you can't have these. These are too... I'm going to put them up in the cupboard. This is too much sugar for you guys. Whatever. Anyways, yeah. Guess who ate all the Nerds candies? Me. Strawberry and orange or something like that. And it was delicious. And it's so fake and weird. There are these little, like, candy rocks. And why are they even called nerds? Do they study all night? And get good grades? Do they live in the library? Do they eat Starbucks breakfast sandwiches in the library and just stay in there all day? Anyways, they're called nerds, and I ate the whole box, and I didn't even tell my kids or my wife, and I hid the box in the garbage can, and I experienced pure joy from eating all of their candy. What are you supposed to do? You know what it's like. Candy releases joy. And also, there's something about the artificial coloring of candy that is just so vibrant that it's really relaxing and enjoyable. It creates a positive environment. I guess that's why they make, like that whole thing about the McDonald's red and yellow. It's like as soon as you see it, you start salivating. Like, we're all just dogs. Pavlov's dogs walking around. It's so funny. Human beings think they're so smart. They walk around going like, yeah, I know about Pavlov's dog. He'd ring a bell and the dumb dog would start salivating because he'd think it's dinner time because he's been trained like a dumb dog. Meanwhile, we see an old McDonald's French fry carton smushed up on the ground with like wet leaves and dirt all over it, like in the gutter, and we're like, I need to eat French fries so bad. I'm not like Pavlov's dog at all. And McDonald's is like, oh yes you are, you little devil. I got you. Snared your butt. Alright, so it's ensnared your butt in the trap. There, I just wanted to say it a little bit tighter. I gotta say, if you hear it in the background, it is coming full on wintertime now in Toronto where I'm at, and my heating just came on, so I hope that doesn't bother with the recording, but the little air vent is blasting some heat in here because we gotta dress warm now. Remember the last few episodes? It was all about fall and autumn and spooky stuff and Halloween and The Cure and Tim Burton forests. Well, it still is the fall technically, but I'm telling you, winter is on its way out there. There's been flurries in the sky, and I wore a parka today outside with the fur hood just to be all snug. I hate being cold in the winter. I need to be as snug as a bug as possible. So yeah, maybe you can relate. But we got the joy spurts, joy juice whirlpooling around in our mind. Right? It's just slooshing around in there. And we're feeling good. We're on the cloud. Beautiful sunny day. The sun, we're closer to the sun than ever because we're in the sky. We're in the atmosphere on some clouds. Super buoyant, bouncy clouds. And it's almost like bouncy castles in the sky, just bouncing up and down. That's the sound it makes. Maybe I watched the Care Bears movies so much when I was a kid. I don't know, but I'm obsessed with bouncing on clouds all the time. Also, the Care Bears have that thing where they're all different candy colors and stuff, and they're all like bright and vibrant and positive, joyful colors. So, I don't know. Maybe they made a lasting effect on me when I was 6. My daughter is 4.5 right now, and she said, when can I watch the Care Bears? And I was like, when you're 6. But I feel like she can watch them whenever. There's nothing scary about the Care Bears. Sorry, guys, I'm going into real personal thoughts this episode about the intimate details of my family. But I ate all their nerds. Better show them some Care Bears. The thing I wanted to say was, when you're bouncing on the cloud, you're like, but that's sun. Okay, so like, when I'm on the ground, the sun can be shaded. I could go under a tree, some branches, tall buildings block the sun out of my view. I'm on a cloud now. I got nothing blocking these UV rays and these bright rays sunshine blasting my eyes. You got the best pair of shades on, my friend. You've got the best pair of sunglasses on. I'm not even going to describe them, because this is a task for you at home or wherever you're listening. You have to close your eyes right now and design the wildest, best, fun pair of sunglasses to ever grace your nose, the bridge of your nose, and go around your ears. What is it? Are they ginormous blue blockers? Are they classic Ray-Bans? Are they Oakley blades? Oakley blades with the shiny glasses that are all different colors depending on the angle you look at them, and they don't have like a frame on the bottom. They just go right into your face like a cyborg, like a 1980s cyborg rollerblade killer. I'm wearing Oakley blades. I'm from the future, 1989 to be exact. Yeah. What are they? Are they just kind of like my favorite prescription glasses with tortoise shell frames, but I put a little tint on them for the bright sunny cloud? There's so many cool shades. There was this movie that I watched pretty much probably 5 to 8 times when I was a kid, called Summer School. It was a comedy with Mark Harmon starring in it, and I don't know why I said his name. Is he still around? Anyways, I watched that a lot when I was a little kid. It was the first, wow, this is really... I'm getting these jokes. These adult jokes, which now when I watch it, it's like the stupidest movie, I'm sure. But the cool guys, Chainsaw and his buddy, the guys that love horror movies in summer school, they order a parcel to the class, and it's all different kinds of cool shades, and they live in California, and they hand them out to the class when they get them delivered, and it's really cool. All the different students in the summer school class get to wear all these different shades, and they have such a fun time together. And when I was a kid, basically, growing up in Toronto, California was the best place ever. It was really, everything was California for a good few years there. When I was at a pivotal age of preteen to early teens, the California content was massive in movies. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Summer School, Red Hot Chili Peppers, everything was California. Oh, and then, Point Break came out, and that was the coolest movie me and my friends watched. And I remember this girl I liked. She had long brown hair, and I had short cropped hair. And she said, "Let me show you what you would look like with long hair." And she put her head close to mine and let her long hair drape over my head. And we all laughed and thought I looked cool with long hair. And also, it was grade 7 or 8 or something. So I got to be, have my head close to, a cute girl that I liked. Good memories. Anyways, totally forgot about that. But for some reason, California, I mean, it's called to everybody. It's not just this moment in time, but so maybe this era was my personal California awakening, but I always felt like I should have grown up there instead of in Toronto. But there's something about Ontario and Canada that has this clearly defined, I've mentioned this before, spring, summer, fall, winter seasons that, you know, you would just miss so much. Anyways, why did I talk about this? Because you got the shades of your choice on top of your cloud. And if you've seen Summer School and you know the scene I'm referencing where Chainsaw gives everybody a cool pair of shades to wear for the day, it's like that. Maybe a bunch of us are on these buoyant, bouncy clouds, bouncing around with the hot tub maelstrom of joy juice like filling our brains and slooshing around. Maybe it's a bunch of us, like the kids from Summer School. Nothing to worry about, just pure joy, bouncing up and down, laughing our butts off like a bunch of Care Bears. You know? It's kind of nice. We miss being with each other. We miss being together. But we are all together right now. In the sky. With the best, our favorite shades on. I had this pair of shades about 2 years ago. And they were these big Ray-Bans, but like big. Almost like, you know, kind of a sort of aviator Ray-Ban hybrid thing. And it had the colored reflector on the glasses. And so it would look like sort of shiny gold and red and stuff while you looked at it in the sun. And I left them in the back pocket of the seat in front of me on an airplane. I think I was coming home from Vancouver and I landed in Toronto and just plumb forgot them in that dang seat. And so I bought another pair that has like a cool blue reflector, but it's not the same, it's not fully the same, of Ray-Bans, and they cost a lot of money, so I'm a fool. I went for it again. Still got them, but those ones, and they're good, but those ones that were in the pocket, damn, yo. Those were the ones that I would be wearing on the cloud with you guys right now. I would be wearing those. Oh, I should look them up. I bet you Ray-Ban still makes them and I could order them, but those things are so expensive, right? And then to just lose them like that. But I did have them for a good 2 to 3 years. I got some good use out of them. That's the type of person I've always been. I don't know if you're like that, but when I lose stuff, it hurts, but I can let it go. I'm a bit transient like that. My thoughts are kind of tramps. I get stuck on something for a sec, but then my thoughts hop on a freight train and they go to a different city and I never see them again. But I know that they will have fun because they will be free, and they're kind of like transient little hobos on the freight train. Think of your thoughts like that, just taking off, good or bad. You let it go. You let stuff go. Can't hold on to stuff. I got a drawer full of t-shirts that I don't wear. So look who's talking too. Am I right? I should let go of some of those t-shirts I don't wear, but you know what I mean. Little hobo with his... You know, I always picture Jack Kerouac on the train. For some reason, one of the things that sticks out to me the most of on the road is he always had he bought a baguette with cheese, and jumped on the trains and ate that with wine and stuff. It's like this guy wanted to be like some romantic French guy, but he was on the freight trains of America, riding around. And maybe he's right though, you know, geez, have you ever had a nice cheese on a slice of brie? Nothing beats it. Well, this was a real kind of recollecting episode. I didn't think I would ponder so much on real life, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I just didn't have much to color in. I just really enjoyed that place, being at that place with you guys, and the clouds and the sun with the shades bouncing up and down, free from all dark and negative thoughts, and that's all I kind of wanted. I just wanted to bounce and laugh. I miss it. I miss bouncing and laughing with everyone, and I'm sure you guys do too. Write me at Happy Good World on Twitter or on Instagram and say, yeah. I miss bouncing up and down. With everybody. Some people have been sending me... Okay, you know what? Last episode was the live one that I recorded for the Bad Dog Theater stream a month or so before. And I needed a break. I took a 2-week break. And I'll tell you, there was a part of me where I was like, should I do this podcast anymore? Am I crazy? I don't know if anyone's listening. I haven't been able to keep up with Patreon content for a while because it's been crazy here and busy, and I'm losing some patrons, and I feel really guilty about that. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't do the podcast. I should just wander the world like the Incredible Hulk and be all sad. And I didn't know. I was in a dark place. But check this out. I'm telling you, you guys always send me nice messages every now and then, but it's like all these random messages came around that time when I was feeling the lowest about, like, what am I making this for? Except for me, obviously, and I know there's people out there that do like it, but maybe it's not in demand that much, and I don't know, all these self-deprecating thoughts and insecurities, and so many messages showed up in the span of that week of feeling a bit low about the podcast, unprovoked, unasked for online. I didn't say anything online or nothing. It's just you guys reaching out and saying something extremely kind and supportive, and I really appreciate it. It's so nice. It made me realize, like, I like doing the podcast. Of course, I love it, and I love reaching out to people, making people laugh and feel good, but, I wasn't sure, and every now and then we're not sure, and it's just nice. So thank you. That's all I'm saying, is thank you very much for your kind, continuous messages and reviews and everything. And for Patreon, if you are a patron listening, I think I might have to move on from doing the interviews because it's so damn hard to connect with everybody right now, especially in a small place with 2 kids running around screaming most of the time. And then when they do go to bed, our brains are pretty fried here. So I think I'm going to do ruminations and stuff like that. Anyways, some new stuff. But send me a message if you have. The last post I posted was asking, like, what do you guys think? I am 100% always open to, I love suggestions. So I'm not kidding about that. If you have a suggestion, I would try to think about it and make something work if it made sense. So it's Patreon at Happy Good World, on Twitter and Instagram, and I'm at Chris Locke World on Twitter and at Chris Locke Fun on Instagram, and that's about it. You guys are the best. So that last little blurb I went on a lot about, it's true. I really appreciate you. Love y'all. Thank you so much. And now get outside and just take a deep breath in, even if it's that crisp winter air that's blowing around the corner. A few flurries blow by. Put your hood up. Put a toque on. Canadians know it's a toque. Everywhere else it's a beanie, winter hat, whatever. Get all snug. Touch a nice big... What kind of tree do you got? Where do you live? Do you got an oak tree? Do you got a big cedar, birch, pine? Worship these lovely trees out there and look at the sky and say thank you to the sun and the moon and everything, and just stay free, okay? And I'll talk to you again soon. Thank you. Bye.
This podcast has been brought to you by the Sonar Network.